Now I'm going to ask some questions on Afghanistan, and I want to first thank the witnesses for your public service. I previously served on active duty in the United States Air Force. I understand how awesome our military is, how wonderful our people are. And what I want to ask is, we've been in Afghanistan for over 20 years, and the best way to honor the sacrifices of all the troops there, including those who died in line of duty and their families, is to understand why we didn't do better as a country. And so my question to you, Mr. Ambassador, is why is it that after fighting the Taliban for over 20 years that we did not win? What are some of the reasons, if you could tell me, the American people?
Well, many books and articles will be written, Congressman, as to what happened, what worked, what didn't work. All I can say is that we did our best in a difficult set of circumstances, the set of challenges that we faced, and the decisions we made in response to them got us to where we are, which is that we have come to a judgment that there is no military solution and that we need to adjust our approach, and that adjustment is what the President has decided on, and I've described to you what we're doing to implement in support of the objectives that I described to make sure our national security interests and our values are looked after in this new post-President Biden's decision environment.
I supported the former president when he wanted to withdraw from Afghanistan. I support the current president who has said we're going to withdraw by September. I agree with you that there is no military solution. I just want your opinion on why did it take us over 20 years to figure that out? Why didn't we figure this out in year 10?
Well, I suspect the very discussions that we are having here were probably the ones that previous office holders and members of Congress engaged in, and these choices are difficult ones, and it has taken this much time to make the choice that has been made, now we have to go forward with implementing the decision and to making sure that we do what's necessary to protect our interests and advance our values going forward.
Okay, and going forward, you both said in your written statement as well as orally the importance of Pakistan. Now, I'm just curious about what happened earlier this year when there was a major climate summit that the administration held. 40 world leaders were invited, including the leaders of India and Bangladesh, and the leader of Pakistan was not invited, even though Pakistan, according to one report, is the 5th most climate vulnerable country in the world, even though about 35 of the countries on that list of 40 countries had populations smaller than Pakistan. It would seem to me disrespectful to not have invited Pakistan's leader to this climate summit when the leader of India and the leader of Bangladesh was invited. And now we're asking Pakistan to help us a lot in Afghanistan. So I'm just wondering, what was the thinking there with that sort of exclusion of the Pakistani leader?
Of course, you're right. Pakistan is an important country, and we've had periods of great cooperation with Pakistan. And Pakistan has a critical role to play in Afghanistan going forward and on a number of other issues. As to the climate summit, I'm not in a position to respond as to what decisions were made, but Pakistan participation, I believe, did occur. But if you're interested, we can take that question for a response for the record. But I was not involved in it, so I'm not informed, the most informed person to comment on the invitation, who got invited and why.
Yes, I'd like the response for the record, and I yield back. Thank you.